The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
Reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Jesus told his disciples this parable. A man on his way abroad summoned his servants and entrusted his property to them. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, to a third 1, each in proportion to his ability. Then he set out. The man who had received the 5 talents promptly went and traded with them and made 5 more. The man who had received 2 made 2 more in the same way. But the man who had received 1 went off and dug the hole in the ground and hid his master's money. Now, a long time after, the master of those servants came back and went through his accounts with them. The man who had received the 5 talents came forward, bringing 5 more. Sir, he said, you entrusted me with the 5 talents. Here are 5 more that I have made. His master said to him, well done, good and faithful servant. You have shown you can be faithful in small things. I will trust you with greater. Come and join in your master's happiness. Next, the man who with the 2 talents came forward. Sir, he said, you entrusted me with 2 talents. Here are 2 more that I have made. His master said to him, well done, good and faithful servant. You have shown you can be faithful in small things. I will trust you with greater. Come and join in your master's happiness. Last came forward the man who had the 1 talent. Sir, he said, I heard you were a hard man, reaping where you have not sown, and gathering where you have not scattered. So I was afraid, and I went off and hid your talent in the ground. Here it is. It was yours, you have it back. But his master answered him, you wicked and lazy servant, so you knew that I reap where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered? Well then, you should have deposited my money with the bankers, and on my return I would have recovered my capital with interest. So now take the talent from him and give it to the man who has the 5 talents. For to everyone who has will be given more, and he will have more than enough. But from the man who has not, even what he has will be taken away. As for this good-for-nothing servant, throw him out into the dark, where there will be weeping and grinding of teeth. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
So today's readings, especially Jesus reminds us, God gives us generously, and He trusts us. He gives us according to our ability. It's very clearly it is put. Each one in proportion to his ability. God gives according to our ability. He gives us freedom also, how to use that. All those gifts which He has given, so how we should be responsible and how we should use. And He will ask an account at the end. When He asks accounts, so when we have the answer that we have taken care of that, we have taken the responsibility, He will reward according to our responsibility that we have taken. The responsibility, how we have performed. It can be laziness sometimes. Laziness is dangerous in our life, so it can harm. As it is said, lazy is a crazy who wants all things easy. So, and then what happens is he starts blaming others. So nothing to give. He does not have anything to give to the master. So only what master has given, so he just returns. Nothing to add. He has not put anything, no efforts, except useless work of putting down in the mud. So and he starts blaming others. This is what can happen in our life also. So that one has, this one has, and I don't have. So we start And then we don't want to work with what we have. So we don't recognize what we have because we look at the others' abilities and talents, what God has given to others. So let us start looking into what we have, and then we will flourish with God's blessings. So let us ask the Lord that we may be able to experience God's inspiration and guidance in order to guide our life with all the abilities, gifts and talents He has given us, so that we may be able to fulfill God's plan, God's dreams, along with our dreams, with the help of God and blessings of God.